want him to call him a Nazi. I never said that. I never said you should call Nick Fuentes a Nazi. But if you ask 99% of people in the sub what I said about it, I think most of them, or 100%, I think 99% will say that I did say that. But I didn't. I just didn't say that. And so if you're going to have a nuanced thing you're trying to explain to people who are half listening, who are huge fans of the person you're arguing with, who are perhaps some of them not the brightest crayons in the box, as my audience too. This is just how people are. You're going to need sometimes a discussion forum where people can explain what's happening.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
Simultaneously, well, do
So
you
what are you
disagree with
looking
this?
for from this subreddit? So like, what are you looking for?
I outlined my demands.
Yeah, not everyone read it, so just set the scene.
Oh, what are my demands? One is I believe that you should either be fired or given different marching orders. But I think the way you interact with the community and moderation as it stands is authoritarian and anti-speech, anti-criticism, and anti-intellectual almost. And then the second thing is I think there should be a constitution where the rules of the sub should not just apply to the members, but also to the administration and the mods.
Okay.
A First Amendment, if you will.
Okay. So I'll talk about moderation for a minute. The chilling effect is actually a goal. So usually bans are public. They're the giga chat moments, as you called them, where my goal is to set a tone for, hey, this is the sort of conduct that isn't acceptable. Of the 3 bans I've gone over that you sent me, I stand 100% by one of them. One of them actually went back and that wasn't Nino, that was me. And I can't even explain what that was. That probably was a bad ban. That guy probably deserved to be unbanned if he hasn't been already. And then
which ban are you talking about? The one that you think is a bad ban? Because if we agree on that, then maybe we have a jumping off point.
Yeah, like I have bad bans. They happen. That's why the unbanned form exists.
Can you describe the ban?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, let me pull up a link real quick.
Okay.
Where's the here it is. This one that I'm reading right now. This one was actually me. I'm not sure if it was for this comment, but I'm down to unban this guy.
Okay, so the comment was, is it me or has there been a massive uptick in MrGirl hate recently? I'm going to need to see the context for this clip because I thought the professor looked like a condescending jackass, and I'm genuinely surprised to see so many people against MrGirl. And then edit, I got banned for this comment. So when you say it's a bad ban, do you agree with my general perception of like, oh, you just banned this person because they like me?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah, so there are some people that I give a lot of leeway to in the subreddit. So like someone will post something really stupid, but because they've been around for like 5 years, it's not a problem. Your fans are exceptionally fucking annoying. An example was a thread earlier about dogwarts, because in the Harry Potter subreddit there was a thread of dogwarts, people posting their pets. And it was a bunch of fucking MrGirl simps going in there and saying, how much? Dollar amount? Question mark? And a whole bunch of cringe shit, which makes the subreddit look bad because by extension, as a part of your community, it's going to end up pointing back to our community. And my first priority is making sure the subreddit stays up. So I clap down on that shit.
Okay, so to be clear, there are DGGers who are also fans of mine.
Yeah.
We're talking about shared fans, right? Okay. Who are posting in the Harry Potter subreddit about fucking dogs.
Yeah, that's just one example, but that was pretty recent.
Okay, then so you ban those people.
Yeah. But that's just not like a rare incident. MrGirl fans are exceptionally obnoxious. And I'm pretty sure Destiny talked about this in the past as well.
Notorious dog fuckers. Okay.
I wouldn't say that. They like to talk about dog fucking.
well,
That's why I have so little leeway with your fans. It's not because I am super invested in taking you down personally. I don't want your stuff enough to care.
wait a second. Well, you just showed us an example on stream, or read it out loud just now, an example of you banning somebody for saying it seems like I'm getting a lot of hate, and it seems like it's unfair to hate me because of my conversation with that professor. So you are banning people just for being my fan at this point.
Yeah, occasionally. It's a rare thing. It happens. You know how it is.
I don't. I don't.
So,
I've never banned anyone. The only person I've ever had anything to do with banning in my community was Lav, where I was like, I think Lav is
Based.
sexualizing minors in a subtle way. And so I don't think she's going to technically break any rules, but I think she's jeopardizing the sub. And I don't think it, like, I just don't like what she's doing. I think it's bad. So I asked the mod team, can we vote whether we should ban her? I made my case. They voted and they banned her. I've never just banned somebody. That's the only
Oh, you
person
should
I've
do
ever
that more.
even.
I don't know why
Uh,
it should be a democratic process. I don't see the appeal to that.
well, it's not. It's
Base.
democratic. It's not. It's not. It's not like I asked the community to vote whether to ban somebody. I asked my mods to vote.
Okay.
The reason it's not in my hands is because I don't want to create an echo chamber or fortress, as you like to say, where my emotions about things people say to me, which are often negative, because I like any creator, when my fans criticize me or don't understand what I'm saying, or they turn on me, especially because I make very provocative content, as Steven does too, where sometimes your whole community just like revolts against you. If my emotions were tied to my decisions about who gets to stay, then I will eventually cull all pushback out of my own audience and
That's
end
why
up
you
with
have
an
a
echo
third
chamber.
party do unbans.
I think a better solution is to just remove myself from the process entirely. Well, why would like you can't possibly think that it's better to ban people out of fury and then unban people, because even then you're filtering out people who don't want to be treated like that.
The
Like
reason
if I
why,
was
just
banned,
as a quick insertion, the reason why I like to do that is I'm
yeah,
really quick with the ban is because there are two types of people that criticize me. One type are people that are just literal fucking anti-jerker dick riders who will criticize every fucking thing I do. And the other thing is sometimes there's fans or even people that don't like you, but they offer like legitimate or valuable criticism. So I ban quickly, but I unban quickly because I figure if you are like invested in me and my community and you just have something where you're like, you're a dumb fuck here, blah, blah, and you want to say some shit or whatever, you'll reach out for an unban. And it'll be really quick to unban you. And the people that are more likely to never reach out for an unban are people I didn't care about anyway. Now, I'm going to catch some people that I'd want to keep in the crossfire, but like that's just my approach. Just letting you guys know that, but okay, go ahead.
well, I think this filters out non-sycophants.
It will to some extent, but I'm okay with that. Because I get rid of the anti-jerkers, who I think are the death to a lot of communities. Anti-jerkers are like some of the worst people you can have around. I dealt a lot with these, and I was way too gentle on them in my early career, and I let like huge anti-jerking communities grow and like were fostered under my like wing, and it was just really bad for my community and everything. But I'm not telling anybody else they have to do things. Like I might be wrong, who knows? But I will say I have one of the largest streamer communities on Reddit on the entire fucking planet.
I'm not.
But yeah, but go ahead.
Wait a second. My argument is not that it doesn't help you like make money or be a successful streamer or grow your audience. Obviously, it's practical for those reasons. I'm saying it's wrong.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's just because it makes me money. I'm saying in terms of builds a better community.
It builds a bigger community.
Well, yeah, but I would say bigger community can oftentimes be a reflection of the fact that it's a better community. I guess not necessarily,
It could be.
but I know
Not
there are a lot of
necessarily.
streamer subreddits that are like, so like if you look at Sneeko's subreddit, for instance, or like Dave Rubin's subreddit, like these are subreddits that were totally unmoderated and they were created basically just to anti-jerk. And like if you go to those subreddits, it's just basically full of like hatred for those creators.
I don't think it should be totally unmoderated.
Sure. Well,
I
yeah,
just-
okay, so I don't want to like interject too much, but I was just giving my thought process on, yeah.
Okay, so I just think banning people and then unbanning people who come crawling back, over time, will, in doing so publicly, changes the character, or the spine of the average DGG, or it
Yeah,
weakens
that's the
it.
idea.
Okay, well, yeah. So, I really value the viewers I value the most are the people who say, I don't agree with what you say, but I still find it really thought provoking. I hate